Folks, welcome to the Daily Minute. Wanted to share some things with you today. I was working on doing some things for presentation and speeches. As many of you know, I do get a chance to travel around the country, around the world, doing speeches for folks and do a lot of research for those. And a lot of my interest is in taking a look at what people are doing with transformative technology, what they're doing from an entrepreneurial standpoint, starting up companies. One of the reasons that we've got Ryan out on the West Coast at our San Francisco Tech Center because there's so many cool things happening out there. But looking at some of those things, I've gone back to some things I remember from Bill Gross, CEO from Idea Lab, who took a look at what are the main factors over 200 companies that they've been through investing in that been successful. What were the key factors in those companies? And so they looked at things like ideas, the team makeup, the business model that the company had, their funding, and timing. And the reality is the ones that were most successful and most consistently, it had to do with timing. When actually you hit the market with that great team and that great idea. And it's interesting right now, obviously we're in a unique time. And so, necessity is the mother of invention. And so I've been looking at a lot of companies doing interesting things, over the last, 6 to 9 months, getting prepared for that, but also more closely looking at it now and just, passing on a few things that I've seen with those that might be helpful, that I find pretty interesting I'll be talking about in the future. And so some of the dynamics are really people focusing on partnerships and collaboration, realizing you can't get to market fast enough by doing everything yourself. And in the old days, especially when we were full line integrators, we looked at trying to do everything ourselves, and it's really kind of difficult if you want to be fast on your feet. So partnerships, collaboration, spreading it out, kind of bringing in people that have unique pieces that you don't have, and figuring out how you share the wealth in order to get to a bigger piece of the pie at the end of the day. Really, next is focusing on scalability and sustainability. No sense getting into something that's a one-hit wonder. You really got to look at something that you're going to be able to do repetitively, that actually you can scale with your resources, and also that there's a sustainable marketplace for either you to do it or for the customers you're going after. And again, I'm just talking about what these companies have done. So everyone's got great models. I'm not meaning to be preachy. I'm just telling you what a group of people from companies I've seen fitting this mold, what they've done. Next is leveraging the new technologies. And so I'm loving all the transformative technologies that are out, of course, and there's a really great opportunity now to leverage this because the cost point for so many things from sensor, vision systems, motion controls, so many things are so inexpensive now compared to 3 to 5 years ago, certainly 10 years ago. Enormous opportunity to leverage these technologies, edge technologies, and other things to do things you couldn't do before. And they're highly reliable, and it's unique that you can bring those out right now and put them into application. And then next is looking at, how do you then, in this current situation, mine new growth areas? There's things that are so disrupted right now. And so the entire markets that we used to work in, the demand pull and push, they've changed. And you can see what's going to be happening in the future here. Timing is unique as to what people are going to do as they transition out of this period that we've been in. And as you figure out how do you leverage partnerships, collaboration, look at scalability, sustainability, how do you integrate some of these new technologies, and what growth markets can you jump into and actually mine uniquely? That's great opportunities for us. And so I know there's a lot of people doing great, cool things already. I'm continuing to take a look at who's doing some of these great things around the world and kind of sift them down to the things that I see that rise to the top. That's some of it. And as Bill said, Bill Gross, it is a timing thing, and we have a unique time right now to be able to actually take advantage of some opportunities. So hope you find that interesting. Happy to follow up with any more of those things, and I'll be back around tomorrow. You can catch me again at 4 o'clock tomorrow. Have a great evening. Take care.